They won't say it out loud, but the room tells the truth. Laughter thins, smiles stall. A sentence breaks in the middle. No one was interrupted. No one raised a voice. You arrived, and the air changed. If that follows you, stop apologizing for intensity. The strongest force in any room isn't noise. It's the person who knows. People confuse force with volume because volume is easy to measure. But strength that needs witnesses is theater, and theater never wins the war it was hired to fight. Real power is the frame that shapes the scene, the gravity that keeps the rest of the room orbiting without knowing why. First rule, the power everyone can point at isn't the power that decides outcomes. The power that matters lives off stage. Ask a hard question in a loud room. Most answer fast. Their breath rises. Their eyes search for allies. They're reacting, not ruling. Now picture the person who doesn't answer. They don't look away, they look in. Their breath stays low. They watch the room scramble for an explanation that never arrives. Two games split. The loud game is controlling impressions. The quiet game is shaping reality. Quiet wins, not by arguing, but by letting the other side expose its own weak joints. That isn't passivity. That's sovereign restraint. Control of self before control of others. Nietzsche warned, fight monsters without becoming one. Today's monster doesn't roar, it waits. Power with patience doesn't chase mistakes, it harvests them. It lets the opponent overextend, overshare, overestimate themselves, and then executes one precise move that never needs to be repeated. When the frame is yours, you don't slam doors. You tilt the room until every door they open returns them to you. You've seen the quiet nobody noticed until they left. The day they vanished, the system stumbled. Reports failed. Workarounds evaporated. The only person who held the real keys was the one without fanfare. No speeches, no revenge, just a smile and a disappearance. The lesson isn't pettiness, it's make yourself essential in ways applause can't see. Power that performs is rented. Power that architects is owned. Carry this. People judge with eyes long before they decide with hands. Control the frame and you dictate which moves look sensible to everyone else. Control the frame and your absence weighs more than another person's presence. Control the frame and you don't need to be first, loud, or visible. You need to be inevitable. If domination sounds cruel, swap it for sovereignty. It is the same reality. Stop being moved like a piece on someone else's board. Start moving the board. That's what the quiet is doing. It's not coldness, it's timing. Not indifference, selection, micro-test. When accused, do you explain? When baited, do you perform? When ignored, do you overshare? If yes, you're training the room. Your boundaries are elastic, your respect is negotiable. Your silence means, try again. The audience learns fast, predators faster. The first rule is not a trick, it's a signal. I won't move on your timeline. I won't become legible on command. I won't give you the frame you need to feel tall. Here's a practical payoff. Posture that makes silence read as power, not shutdown. Feet flat, knees easy, hands loosely at midline, tongue resting on the roof of the mouth to unlock the jaw. Breathe into the lower belly. 4 in, hold 4, 6 out. Let eyes rest on the space between faces, not on faces. This calibrates your signal. Present, not frozen. Calm, not checked out. You teach your nervous system not to leak tells, and your silence to be readable to you and unreadable to them. Next, reclaim the frame without sounding defensive. 3 words. That won't work. Then stop. No apology. No thesis. If the room merits more, follow with, here's what would work, and name a condition you'll enforce. Time, scope, access. You didn't fight the person, you changed the field. Keep changing the field and the person changes themselves without realizing they've done it. Not reacting on purpose is a weapon. Without timing, silence is avoidance. With timing, it's precision. The prince who survives isn't the one who crushes hardest. It is the one who understands when the other side will crush itself, and how to hurry that along without being seen pushing. The other common failure, mistaking restraint for self-erasure. Restraint chooses when to speak and strike. Self-erasure hopes they stop hurting you. The world reads the difference. Mystery without structure is an aesthetic. Mystery with boundaries is leverage. Don't reveal plans, reveal thresholds. That won't work. I'm not available for that. We can revisit at X time with Y condition. You aren't fighting, you're pricing access. Suddenly the loud ones listen. Not because your story got louder, but because your absence got expensive. Quiet changes markets. The most efficient way to change a room is not to confront the loudest voice. It is to shift what the room pays attention to. A single pivot, are we solving X or Y, redefines what counts as a good answer and silently moves status to whoever defined the problem. You aren't grabbing the mic. You're moving the furniture, and now the door everyone needs to exit sits beside you. Anchor this with a sentence you can reach for under pressure. Presence before pleasing. It stops the reflex to bargain away your center when the room's anxiety spikes. Then set a curiosity hook for yourself. In the next move, you won't win arguments. You'll make arguments irrelevant by moving the board. That's stage 2. Control the environment, not the opponent. People waste years trying to defeat individuals in rooms that were rigged to make them lose. Stop wrestling pieces, move the board. When you control the frame, you don't need to change minds. You change what minds find obvious. Do it 3 ways: attention, tempo, coalitions. Attention leads perception. Perception decides outcomes. Don't out-talk the talker. Outframe the room. Pivot with a calm interruption that's impossible to fight. Hold on. Is the real objective X or Y? Whoever defines the objective defines the path and decides who looks lost. Don't reward performances with eye contact. Give your attention to specificity and sincerity. You're teaching the room what matters. Tempo is terms. Urgency is how amateurs smuggle manipulation past your gate. Own tempo with containers. I have 5 minutes. If we can't identify the exact decision, let's schedule the real conversation. Constraints expose games. People who wanted chaos vanish when structure appears because structure reveals motives. Your pace is the metronome of the room's integrity. Coalitions. Don't attack the alpha. Shift gravity. Ask 2 quiet, credible people a forward-looking question. What protects us 6 months from now? And watch attention reflow to long-term thinkers. You didn't humiliate the loud. You made substance salient. Rooms follow salience. You moved status without raising your voice. Negative space is leverage. Remove 1 informal endorsement, 1 routine approval, 1 logistic shortcut. Don't threaten, withdraw. Performative authority relies on scaffolding. Pull a few bolts and it sags on its own. When they scramble, don't gloat. Offer a structured path where you are now the gate, not the guard. Use the glass of water tilt to spill shaky positions without fighting. Ask, bland and unfightable. Walk me through the exact steps. Vague power hates sequence. When they dodge, repeat once. No worries, step 1. Time cards are similar. When did this start? Who signed? Who else was looped? Fog evaporates under dates and names. You don't cross-examine, you provide gravity. A 3-part field script keeps you in control. Pre-frame. Success today is 1 clear decision we can execute by Friday. Mid-frame. Which option reduces long-term risk the most? End frame. Here's the decision, the owner, the deadline. That's not facilitation, it's domination by definition. Rule 3. The illusion of weakness. Appear harmless, lower guards, then act with precision. Sometimes the deadliest move starts with a step back. Not surrender. Stagecraft. Humans chronically underestimate what looks soft. Strategic vulnerability dissolves defenses. You don't beg, you lower guardrails. People relax, brag, reveal timelines and networks. You aren't humiliating yourself. You are letting their ego relax until it becomes candid. Intent separates manipulation from mastery. Manipulation seeks harm. Mastery seeks clean endings at minimal cost. Appear weak by choosing silence after a slight, a lowered gaze, a delayed response. You aren't endorsing the insult. You're inviting overreach. Overreach is self-collected evidence. A person who believes they've won runs sloppy. They elevate bystanders into witnesses. They create their own paper trail. Precision requires the target to reveal itself. You create blank space. Patience buys timing. When your body begs to react, remember, correct outbursts are still outbursts, and outbursts cost position. Each day you wait is another day they invest in a story you won to have to dismantle. They will. The illusion of weakness is not pretending to be small. It's refusing to spend strength where it earns nothing. Install the one-line boundary with a clock. I am available to discuss X at Y time for Z minutes. That sentence ends most power plays because it replaces theater with container. Drama needs your panic or your apology. You're offering neither. You're offering terms. People who wanted chaos ghost. People who wanted outcomes show up. Either way, you win. Your field stays intact. 2 cautions keep Rule 3 from rotting into self-sabotage. Don't collect sympathy. Pity comes with strings, and you're not building a pity economy. Don't use delay to duck responsibility. Silence that avoids ownership is a leak, not a tactic. Time your speech. Don't hide from it. Final scene to brand this in the nervous system. You were baited in public. The room expected a show. You gave them posture. Feet flat, breath low, jaw soft, eyes steady. That won't work. Then nothing. They overtalked and overshared because silence starves performance. 3 days later, power moved. Not because you won the scene, but because you owned the setting. Hold the hook for stage 3. You have learned to be illegible. Rule 1. To move the board. Rule 2. And to harvest overreach. Rule 3. The last 2 rules complete the arc. Corrosive silence that breaks egos without a word. And self-domination, the only kind of domination that lasts. Stay for drills that make your body stop contradicting your voice so presence does the talking and words become optional. Rule 4. Corrosive silence. When not reacting is how you control. The world is hooked on reaction. Fast replies, long defenses, loud certainty. That addiction is your leverage. Silence isn't absence, it's pressure. It scrambles their read. Are you hurt? Planning? Indifferent? Starves their fire. No fuel. And forces disclosure. Most feel quiet with things they should have kept. The difference between power and panic is posture. A minute of gravity before the moment. Feet flat, breath low, jaw soft, eyes kind, teaches your nervous system to carry quiet as authority, not collapse. A 4-step cadence makes silence a tool, not a stunt. Absorb, breathe, and look once. Contain. Not here, not like this. Constrain. I'm available to discuss X at Y time for Z minutes. Conclude. Here's my decision. You pulled the scene out of theater and into a container. No improv. A script. Not stonewalling. Sequencing. You speak last at the moment of maximum credibility, not maximum emotion. People remember how it felt more than what you said. Make your single sentence feel like an answer because you let fear peak and then disappear on your terms. Ambiguity amplifies projection. The less you explain, the more people reveal their fears about you. Let them. You're not here to correct imaginations. You're here to record tells. When you finally act, do it with a timestamp and a boundary. Based on A, B, and C, I'm revoking access. No rant, no commentary, just the door closing. Strategic silence also protects you from your worst enemy, your mouth. Most power leaks through explanations, not attacks. Spend fewer words, and each weighs more. Say the point. Let silence underline it. Stop. Need a drill? 2 cycles of 4 to 4 to 6 breath before you answer anything when provoked. 10 seconds returns blood flow to the thinking brain and buys you the only thing power ever needs, timing. For the darkest elegance, use withdrawal as verdict. Quietly remove attention, access, and endorsement. No announcements, no shade. Just end the economy that fed on you. Expect labels, arrogant, cold, fake. Let them float. Silence teaches a louder lesson. I don't trade my center for your comfort. Rule 5. Self-domination. The only domination that lasts. If the first 4 rules make you formidable, the 5th keeps you from becoming what you fought. Without inner government, every external win rots. The ruler who can't rule themselves is ruled by bait, flattery, fear, and the crowd's weather. Rule 5 tests whether the others were strategy or costume. Can your body stop contradicting your voice? Can your mouth resist proving? Do your hours reflect values instead of reactions? This is the quiet revolution, replacing reactivity with ritual until power stops being performance and becomes your baseline. Score what matters. How often did you abandon yourself today, and how quickly did you return? Abandonment looks like over-explaining, over-promising, overreacting. Return looks like a boundary stated once. A decision at your pace, a meeting you ended because the container was gone. Track it for a week without judgment. Patterns are governments. You can't replace what you won't map. 3 drills make this real. The minute of gravity. Pre-interaction. Feet flat, breath low, jaw soft. Speak. I stay with me. See 2 circles. Inner attention, outer room. Choose before they choose for you. The container. Mid-interaction. Happy to discuss X at Y time for Z minutes. Repeat once if pushed. If refused, then we're done. You stop buying auctions you never wanted to bid in. The 3 returns, post-interaction. Breath reset, 2, 4, 4, 6 cycles. Body scan, jaw, shoulders, gut, hands. Boundary, 1 line you'll act on in 24 hours. Cancel, reschedule, reassign, revoke, or codify a policy. Emotion becomes architecture. Architecture survives bad days. Policies end manipulation by starving urgency. I don't decide in public, send it in writing. No accusations without dates and names. No same-day meetings unless safety is at risk. Policy tells your nervous system, we have a government now. The harshest test, humiliation. Real, not imagined. Your throat heats, your fingers want to type. Your mind writes briefs at 2:11 a.m. Stop. A correct outburst is still an outburst. Run the 3 returns. Then pick 1 sovereign option. Close, revoke access, codify, change a rule so this never reaches you again. Conclude, 1 sentence at peak credibility. That won't work. Here's the policy going forward. Power isn't reaction speed. It's government quality under stress. Pocket lines to train the body. I won't abandon myself to keep your approval. Silence is my answer here. My no makes room for my honest yes. I'm available to discuss X at Y time for Z minutes. I'm responsible for my clarity, not your comfort. Say them out loud once a day. The mouth trains the nervous system trains the presence trains the room. Mercy lives here too. You stop rewarding volume with attention, manipulation with access, urgency with obedience. You become the person whose quiet makes others remember their standards. That's domination that heals. Self over self, field over theater, outcome over argument. Landing clean. Rule 1 made you illegible so panic couldn't read you. Rule 2 moved the board so you stopped wrestling pieces. Rule 3 used apparent weakness to collect overreach until precision ended the scene. Rule 4 converted silence into timing. Rule 5 wrote a constitution in your ribs so none of this relies on willpower tomorrow. It relies on ritual. In a world begging for spectacle, you built a government inside. That's why rooms change when you enter, not because you shout, but because you set the weather. Anchor the covenant in public. The board is mine, then put it on your calendar. Tonight, 1 minute of gravity before your last conversation. Tomorrow morning, 1 container sentence where you usually bleed. Tomorrow night, 3 returns, 3 quiet moves. In a week, your life will obey you. If you want the next layer, how to make your voice, breath, and micro-gestures stop contradicting each other in 3 minutes a day. Tune the follow-up. 1 path will trigger the performer in you. The other will train the governor. Your chest knows which link to click.